Welcome back to Tara in Transition, where I document my transition from happily married woman to slightly bewildered but definitely getting it together divorcee. Today, we're going solo in Las Vegas. We could get out of town. Las Vegas. For me, it's a city full of memories that I never, ever want to forget. But it's also full of things I'd like to forget. And memories I can't quite remember. But it's always, always been a blast. This time, I'm going solo in Vegas. From joyous bachelorette to suddenly single divorcee, can I still have an amazing time? Spoiler alert, hell yes. The easiest entertainment in Vegas is to walk the strip. People watching in Vegas is a show in and of itself. But I wanted more excitement than random drunks and getting my 10,000 steps in, so I headed to the desert. And there, in the middle of nowhere, was a miracle. 7 of them, to be exact. 7 Magic Mountains was created by Swiss artist Hugo Rondinwan. I don't speak Swiss, so I can guarantee that I'm mispronouncing his name, so I apologize in advance. And Hugo deserves all the respect in the world for creating this amazing neon-colored psychedelic dreamscape. It consists of 7 30-foot-high columns of stacked boulders. You won't know why he did it, or even how he did it. You'll just love it. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Since I was already out in the desert and feeling kind of outdoorsy, my next stop was Red Rock Canyon. Let's get out. And let me just tell you, no matter how great a work of art from 2016 might be, it is nothing compared to what Mother Nature was up to out here about 180 million years ago. The Red Rock Canyon Conservation Area has everything your inner Bear Grylls might want. Hiking, biking, camping. Go for it. The rest of us? We'll just enjoy the view of the rusted red rocks from the comfort of our cars while we drive the scenic loop. Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for 2. Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the country
countryside is so pretty with the wind blowing.
Well, there's just something about neon signs, isn't there? And you'll find them, and the Las Vegas history that goes along with them, at the Neon Museum.
Get one life, I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
I took an informative guided tour through these historic flashing lights. It was everything I love about walking the strip at night. Well, minus the people watching and the public drinking. Everything else was there.
Yeah, the countryside is so pretty with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand?
Speaking of putting on a show, if you've ever been to an old school Vegas showgirl review, you have to go to the Burlesque Hall of Fame. It's the only museum in the world dedicated to the art form of burlesque. American burlesque grew out of Victorian burlesque and vaudeville. From the Ziegfeld Follies, Gypsy Rose Lee, and Miss Josephine Baker, to the modern-day Vegas showgirls and performers of neo-burlesque, burlesque allows women rare moments of artistic expression and physical autonomy. It has meant so much that some of the performers have made the Burlesque Hall of Fame their permanent resting place. The subtext of any visit to Hoover Dam is and should be, wow, look at what America can do when we pull together and put our minds to the greater good. Hoover Dam was constructed during one of the most trying times in our country's history, the Great Depression. The Colorado River would routinely flood, destroying crops and infrastructure in the area, and our government decided something had to be done. And that something became Hoover Dam.
Some call it the most prodigious engineering construction feat since the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Amid the country's economic uncertainty, the workers in this canyon gave new life to the nation's spirit as they gave new life to the desert Southwest.
This is an engineering victory of the first order. Another great achievement of American resourcefulness, American skill, and American determination. And that is why I have the right once more to congratulate you who have builded Hoover Dam, and on behalf of the nation to say to you, well done.
I can tell this is an engineering marvel. Made of concrete, it's 660 feet thick at its base and 726 feet tall. It provides power for 1.3 million people, and it created Lake Mead, which at 115 miles long is one of the world's largest man-made lakes. Kind of makes you want to start the USA, USA chant, doesn't it?
Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the country's...
At 63 years old, Barbie is the definition of a boss babe. She's got a great house, a couple of flashy cars, and a killer wardrobe. And now she has an exhibition in Las Vegas. It's a decade-by-decade review of fashions, professions, and additions to the Barbie family. From Ken to Christy, Barbie's family and influence grew and grew, and she became a worldwide phenomenon that uniquely reflected America, the good, the bad, and the why, just why. I may be a little sensitive on this point, but why did Barbie need Ken? They didn't give G.I. Joe a girlfriend. They didn't think his life was incomplete if he was, solo army guy. They just let him do his thing. Not to mention, look at all these careers Barbie had going for her. Surgical nurse, ballerina. The possibilities were absolutely endless. I say, give Barbie some good girlfriends and a great family. After all, that's all a girl really needs.
So pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back.